I think it's a lot more about where we finish than it is where we start. Flattered that we got the votes we got. To be honest with you, still don't know enough about the league to really know, where we stand. I think we got a lot of work to do before that even becomes part of what we even discuss. We got so many other challenges, to be honest with you. But it was encouraging to see what the rest of the coaches and everybody in the league seemed to think about us, and so it just gives us a place to start from. I did. Probably, I think they've got the most momentum coming back with returners and where they finished and what they've got coming back. Pieces of the puzzle, I think, puts them in a position where we can all feel like they're the ones to knock off. But the parity in the league is really, really good, and I think there's a lot of people that could be ranked one spot above or one spot below at any point. I think everybody's good enough to win, and so it's a challenge every week. Sure, you got to be ready to play every week. This summer has still been spent mostly on us, just trying to develop who we are. May not need to admit this, but really didn't spend any time on any of our conference opponents. Now, my coordinators did some on their own, probably a little bit at a time, but we've got, again, such a challenging start and still getting to know each other, kids getting to know us. We've spent most of our time just dealing with how do we build our team and how do we get us ready for and how do we eliminate mistakes on our end. And we'll just deal with whatever opponent we got when it comes. Well, when you're putting a new guy in that role, you can practice all you want and put him in situations in practice to try to prepare him. But until you get in a game situation, none of us will really know how he's going to respond. We're fortunate in the fact that Freddie's been in that role. He did really well when he came in a backup role last year, and the bowl game did as good a job as you expect a young guy to do. So, it'll affect all of us in different ways. The guys that have a seasoned veteran quarterback, you got to feel like they're ahead of the game in that sense. Those of us that are breaking in a new one, we're going to deal with some of the mistakes they make. But at the same time, it's exciting because if they play to their potential and play to their skill level, then it creates some really fun football. Really the only expectation I have of them is that they're going to come and work as hard as they can every day. I mean, that's it. We're going to deal with us on a daily basis. We won't ever look past an opponent. Right now, the only one we got is Montana State. We won't spend a whole lot of time talking about those guys for the next few weeks. It'll just be about daily preparation and work ethic and team and family. Those are the things we deal with every day. There just won't be any conversation about anything other than that. We look up down the road and we're playing better than we think, or we're playing well enough to be in the mix, then we'll be excited about it. But it definitely won't be something we talk about until we earn it. We haven't earned that right yet. Offensively, we're going to play as fast as we can possibly play, as fast as the officials will let us play. We've consistently been one of the fastest operating teams in the country at my stops before here, and I brought Walt Bell with me, who knows that and played in that system, and that's what it will operate as. Defensively, we're going to try to fly around and be as physical as we possibly can be. Speed is going to be the key. We're going to recruit and put speed on the field. There'll be times we may be a little bit smaller at times, but it'll be about trying to get the speed that we want to be able to cover grass and be violent and physical at the point of attack. And then, special teams will be something we spend a tremendous amount of time on. That's something I get involved in every phase. We'll be as innovative as we can be in special teams and make sure that is a place that we feel like we can gain advantage. If somebody overlooks special teams, we feel like we're gonna have a chance to win a game there. So fast, physical football, and it'll be fun to watch because we'll definitely do some things that are on the cutting edge in every phase.
Coach, a lot of different coaches have kind of talked
just my personality. I'm different than those guys. The tradition's built in, the fan base is built in. The kids have learned to deal with transition probably better than you can imagine. It's just the personality of me and the guys that I've got on my staff. It's different. We're high energy. We're running around. There's music blasting at practice. There's guys chest bumping and waving towels, as y'all know Trooper will do from time to time. And just that is just a personality change. It still comes down to fundamental football and playing and executing, and we're not going to overlook those things. But we create a different environment, and I think the kids have welcomed it, and I think the fan base likes it. Very interactive through media and social media and in the community, and I think all those things just are ways to build on the success of the past. I mean, you still have to do the fundamentals, and we're going to do those, but those are things I think that have made it maybe more enjoyable for the kids a little bit in terms of the off season and the transition, and hopefully the fans as well.